Aloha, everyone, and a warm welcome to another update of luxury homes here on Oahu. My name is Bryan, the broker in charge of Haleiwa Real Estate. And really not the most activity for the past 2 weeks, but some really stellar new properties. And then there was four sold transactions, a couple really beautiful homes as well. And I'll just get started here with this property over in Waianae Home. So this first listing has some challenges. It's a 6-bed, 2 full bath, 3 half bath. Originally built in 1956, remodeled in 1986. Pretty spacious, though, over 5,000 square feet, and lot size is pretty big for this area. But I think $3.3 million in this location, the condition is definitely overpriced. If you're not familiar with this area, it's just off of Kailua Highway, just outside of Kahala. You have Kahala Mall right here. So in some ways, it's a very desirable location. Except for being right on the highway, you're going to be dealing with a lot of street noise. In the morning, there's a school not too far down the highway from here, and traffic can get backed up. And then the home itself just is in disrepair, as you can see here. So if you want to live in this neighborhood and you had a budget around the $3 million price point, you can definitely get a home in a better condition, better location. It's not going to have as much square footage as this property. But yeah, this home at $3 million, I just think is definitely overpriced. And here's the high school right down here. But if you go up in the valley a little bit or on the ridge here, very, very desirable to live, in my opinion. But this one, at the right price point, definitely would work for somebody. But curious to see what this is going to sell for. Next property down here's a home in Waianae. So another 5-bed, 4 full bath, 2 half baths. This one was built in 1975, remodeled in 1985. It last sold in 2002 for $817,000. And this data is incorrect here because in 2002, the home was about 2,400 square feet. So they added about 1,000 square feet in the last 22 years. Listed at $3.1 million. Lot size, pretty typical for this area. It's about 7,600 square feet. And here's your views here. So kind of just on the ridge. Very well maintained. This will be a pretty quiet area. It will get pretty windy at times. And no video tour for this property, so I'm going to show you most of the pictures. So ocean views from a lot of the rooms. And I'll just point out the location. So the first listing we looked at was just located right here. So again, very desirable location right up here and convenient to Waikiki, Honolulu. Next to go to this property in Haleiwa, listed at $3.188 million. It last sold in 2022 for $2.6 million. So it's actually more or less just the land. There's about 3 acres of land, and only thing on the property for a living structure is a 1-bed, 1-bath. They don't even list the square footage here, but really neat location. Almost in the heart of Haleiwa. Right by the harbor, obviously. Great surf spot, beaches around here. You got the park right here. And then some beautiful beaches, surf spots all along here as well. Just beautiful country on the North Shore. No video tour for this listing either, so I'm going to show you majority of the photos. But really well-maintained 1-bedroom structure. And if you're looking for overall peace and tranquility, but being very close to Haleiwa, hard to beat this. Yeah, I'm very curious to see what that's going to sell for. Next property is this home in Hawaii Lower Ridge. It last sold in 2020 for $2.375 million. Now listed at $3.65. It's a 4-bed, 4.5 bath. little over 3,800 square feet of living space. Lot size is just over 11,300. Originally built in 1990, remodeled in 2018. Wide variety of views here. This is very typical for homes on Wailoa Ridge. This home doesn't have the best views. A lot of the homes on Wailoa Ridge have astounding 180-degree ocean views, but this one you'll see in a moment kind of obstructed. Wailoa Ridge is a gated community, 24-hour security, has some common area, clubhouse, and with that there's a monthly maintenance fee of $385 a month right now for this year. And this is considered to be one of the most exclusive areas to live on Oahu. And for this kind of design, interior, the finishes, very typical for homes on Wailoa Ridge. Very popular for people on the mainland, some people from Asia. So this is the east of Oahu here, Hawaii Kai, Cocoa Head. Beautiful bath. Great views from that lanai. And I think that's priced pretty well given the square footage and condition of the home. We'll see. Next, a home in Hauula, listed at $3.99 million. I'm not going to cover this in a whole lot of detail because this is just being relisted. I covered this not too long ago when it was originally listed at $4.449 million. There's two structures on this property. This is oceanfront. And when this first came on the market, I expressed concerns about water intrusion because the location just next so close to the ocean. And they actually deleted a photo that really had me concerned. But even here, you can see your deck, your lanai, you'll see in this other photo here, really close to the water's edge. They're calling this the high water mark, but this to me is not natural. This is like storm surge sand. So I'd be very concerned for various reasons: shoreline erosion, water intrusion just from high surf tide, king tide. And if you do have shoreline erosion, be very wary about buying oceanfront because it's very difficult right now working with the county and the state to remedy any erosion issue. They're just really not willing to assist homeowners. There's been some people who've lost their houses that have collapsed on the beach due to providing even temporary structure to prevent water intrusion. So this is just really dicey for me. And even at 3.99, they dropped it 500 grand. I'm still thinking that's not worth it. Highly recommend you can buy oceanfront on other parts of the island for this price point and be able to sleep a lot easier at night. And here's a great example of a better oceanfront home. Last sold in 2017 for $2.25 million. Now listed at $3.995 million. It's a 4-bed, 3-bath, just over 2,000 square feet. You're not familiar with this location, just outside of Haleiwa, Pamokulea. And that whole other home we just looked at is Hauula, right over this way. And I think if you talk to most people consider this area more desirable place to live. Another home that has no video tour, so I'll send you most of the pictures, but obviously you can see a beautiful spot. So this does have a seawall, but again, if there's any issues with your seawall, it's going to be very difficult to do any repairs. So it's not uncommon for owners just to do repairs on their own without getting any sort of permit, kind of keeping it hush-hush. But if any issues develop that become public, you could have a serious problem on your hands. So definitely if you want to do or acquire oceanfront, waterfront property here, you really have to be careful and do your due diligence to make sure you know all the potential issues that can arise. Because there's a lot of places on the North Shore that have shoreline erosion issues. Not so bad in this area, but still there's a potential. I mean, home can use some updating, but it's a beautiful location. This area is going to be very quiet, not touristy at all. And I think that's priced quite well, given the location and condition of the home. Here's another property over on the North Shore in the Pupukea area. Last sold in 2018 for $1.3 million. It's About 4 acres, listed at 4.45 million now. It's a 3-bed, 1-bath. Not the most spacious home, 850 square feet, but it does have large garage area, 1,200 square feet. But this is just off a pipeline. Pipeline's right here. Here you have Sharks Cove, and there's a food land, so very convenient to go grocery shop. There's a food land over here. There's a bunch of food trucks. Just keep in mind, you got Turtle Bay over here. Again, Haleiwa here. This is 1-lane road in each direction. Can get very, very backed up. This is a very touristy area because all the surf spots, snorkeling, diving, just very variety of reasons why people come up here. But traffic can be super challenging at times. But beautiful spot, good shot there. And then they have 2 little, they're calling them skateboard pools. They can also be converted into swimming pools. Again, here you got pipeline. Kuu Beach here, which is on a big swell day, incredible to watch the swell come in. So you have the highway right here. You'll deal with some street noise, but at night overall, this is going to be a pretty quiet, tranquil place to sleep. The large garage area. A detached studio. And there's the 2 pools. But with the 3 acres, I think that's priced quite well. So now going to the other side of the island, at Makaha on West Oahu. This home last sold in 2003 for $978,000. It consists of 2 lots, and there's a total of 3 homes on those 2 lots. And for those 3 homes, total of 5-bed, 3 baths, almost 2,250 square feet of living space. Pretty spacious lot though, almost 20,900. Again, oceanfront here. And Makaha, iconic Makaha Beach, just one of my most favorite spots. Makaha Valley is super beautiful. And just get your bearings. So the last time we looked at was Pupukea. Now we're just over here. And just keep in mind, you cannot drive this way around the island. If you want to get from North Shore over here, you got to take one of these 2 roads and then come down this way and work your way up this way. So it's not an easy trip to get from Makaha over to the North Shore. This is unique though. It's a single family home, and then it has 2 circular living dwellings here as well. Beautiful gate. So I think it might be priced a little high. Obviously, if you're looking for some rental income, there's a lot of potential. But just keep in mind too, being on this highway here, a lot of traffic. Not unusual to have people blaring their radios or music, cruising along here. So won't be the most serene spot used on the weekends, but great surfing here, snorkeling. It's a really good shot there. And me personally, love the west side. I think that might be priced a little high. Well, I do believe it is priced high. Here's a really stunning property on Pacific Heights. Ridgetop Home, last sold in 2002 for $3.255. Now asking $8.8 million. It's a 4-bed, 4.5 bath. Very spacious, over 6,700 square feet, and about 8.5 acres of land. Really spacious. But this to me is a stunning property. Love the pool. It has a waterfall. There's a detached studio, exercise room. Stunning. And kind of unique for this property is, for being so remote, it still has public sewer, water, electricity, where there's quite a few other places on Oahu where they're this remote up on the ridge higher up that they have to have water catchment and usually an alternate sewer system, septic, or some other sewer treatment. And this location, it will get chilly at times with the, especially wintertime with the trades blowing. So would be wise. I mean, nice to have a fireplace there, and just a beautiful setting to relax up there and have a fire in the evening time. Okay, how beautiful is that? Pretty unique property. They are asking a premium, but just due to the condition, location, I think they have a chance of getting it. And being so remote, you're still not too far out of town. You're working in downtown Honolulu or need to get to Waikiki. It's going to show you a picture of the exercise room. Here's a little office space detached from the main house. Really beautifully done. And great exercise room there. Yeah, fantastic property. So here's another beautiful property in the gated exclusive community of Kuu MAA. This is actually an attached property, so more or less a duplex right here. Last sold in 2022 for $6.15 million. Now on the market for $10.5. 3-bed, 3-bath. Living square footage is just over 3,500 square feet. Lot size almost 7,400. Originally built in 1982, remodeled in 2022. Being in a gated community, you have maintenance fees of $4,500 a month. Just keep that in mind. And location right here, just off of Diamond Head, Kapiolani Park right here, and then Waikiki. Here's Kahala Mall right here. Beautiful, meticulously maintained home, but again, just remember this is an attached dwelling. And personally, at this price point, if I was buying a property at this price point, I would not choose this property. One, being attached, having neighbors and sharing a wall. And the two, just this location, I'll show you in a photo in a moment, is that the street this is located on, very busy. Love this built-in bookshelves. The woodwork in this home is just phenomenal. We'll see in the bathroom in a moment. Yeah, just very beautiful. And incredibly, no video tour for this home either. So I'm going to show you all the pictures, but I do want to show you. So this is the home right here. So this road right here gets a lot of street traffic and also pedestrians, people running, walking, coming from Diamond Head Beach Park, which is just on this side of the photo here, and then people going over to, this is the Gold Coast here, Kapiolani Park. So great location, but again, for this price point, I would definitely choose a different location. And then keep in mind too, as I mentioned earlier, you do have a seawall here, and obviously people can walk by here as well. So the last new listing is this beautiful home in Kailua and Beachside area. Last sold in 2022 for $12.8 million. They started construction in 2016, but it was completed in 2022. Now asking $6.8 million. It's a 7-bed, 6.5 bath, just over 1,500 square feet of living space. Lot size is just over 13,300. And this is one of the newest new builds on Kailua Beach, just FYI. Just have a video tour, so I'm not going to show you all the pictures, but here's the location. It's kind of Castle Beach area. Kailua Town right here, main Kailua Beach right here, the beach park. So you have this garage here with a guest house above it. Over here you have a detached bathhouse from the pool. Victorian style home. And what homes have been selling for in Kailua on the ocean front, I think this is priced quite well. There's stunning views here. And if you want to see more of this property, just click on the video tour that's in the description of this video. Now moving on to sold. Not surprised to see this one sell so quickly. As I mentioned when it first came on the market, this is over in Kahala. 9 days, sold for $3.325 above list price. That was conventional financing. Next to this property over in Waialua. This home had been on the market for I think about half a year. I think they started, if I remember correctly, at $4.5 million. Finally sold for $3.8 conventional financing. Next is home in Black Point, which is a very exclusive area over on the Diamond Head. This home has been on the market for a long time. Originally listed at $8.8 million. Finally sold for $4.2 million cash. I had toured it. Need a lot of work, but you can see from this picture here, really stunning ocean views. And last one, this is another interesting property over in Kaneohe area. up on the ridge. Been in the market since 2020, so for 11 million cash. So keep in mind, if you're looking for homes at this price point, never be hesitant to offer below list price. Obviously, it can be successful at times. As always, thank you for tuning into my channel. I hope you found this content valuable. If you have any questions at all about real estate on Oahu or even the outer islands, contact me anytime. I'm happy to serve you in any way I can. And until next time, you take care. Aloha.